90 music of love and inspiration. It's 10 minutes before the 12 noon hour, and just as I promised, we have Vicki Winans, Miss Vicki Winans, on the line. Good morning, Vicki. How are you this morning?
Oh, girl, I'm so blessed.
Yes, you are. You know, we're going to talk about the National Council of Negro Women, but first, I just want to congratulate you on the wonderful job you did in that play that came to Chicago.
Oh, well, thanks. Somebody ought to tell God thank you.
Girl, you tore the house down. We had a little mini concert.
Ooh, girl, it's that King Jesus.
King Jesus? Oh, Lord, that was Queen Vicki. By way of King Jesus. You are the spokesperson.
Yeah.
The national spokesperson for the National Council of Negro Women. You know, I got some of those in the mail, and I didn't know that you were associated with that.
Yeah.
I see that African American women in California, Georgia, and especially Illinois, Louisiana, and New York, and in Pennsylvania and Texas can be nominated for this tribute program based on their civic and community involvement in churches and health care and family ideals, because the family is what this is really all about.
It's about family. It's about family, and I think it's this wonderful program with the Aunt Jemima Brands, the Quick Rose Company. They're always doing something so wholesome, and this is a opportunity to award the women that are doing some great community leadership, and even also a student. They're going to award there's an award that's going to a student, a Community Leader of the Year, and there are going to be prize monies. They're having a breakfast there in Illinois. The event is for Saturday, May the 15th, from 8:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. at the Downtown Marriott. And all the state winners will then be eligible for the National Community Leader of the Year or Student Community Leader of the Year award, and they will win an additional $2,500 in cash and a trip for two to Washington, D.C. Now, I was at the last program in Washington, and it was awesome. Oh, my God, we had such a good time there with all of the people that were there, with Dorothy Height and all of the people that was there. Now, what we really want to expound on is that the nomination period ends Friday, March the 14th. So we have to get those ballots in there by Friday.
So they've got till next Friday, right?
Right. Ballot drop-off locations are at 333 North Michigan Avenue, Suite 2128. And that's and the Chicago Miracle Temple Church. Also, they can drop them off there. The Chicago Miracle Temple Church at 34 East 16th Street in Chicago Heights. And if they need more information, you can always call Potter and Associates, and that's at 312-314. I'm sorry, that's 312-214-0630.
Can you say that again, Vicki, just in case somebody had to run and get a pen and paper? Excuse me, pen and pencil.
Okay, that's area code 312-214-0630. Once again, the nomination ballots need to be in by Friday, March the 14th.
And because of you, we know they'll get them in.
Oh, I know, girl. It was overwhelming success last year. The place was packed, the capacity, and then everybody, don't forget about Saturday, that Saturday morning's event, May the 15th, at the Marriott downtown.
Yes, Saturday morning. You'll be there?
No, I can't make it there, but I will be at the National. Okay.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. And I probably know why you won't be there. Your best-selling record for 1998, Miss Vicki Winans, live in Detroit. So how many copies, Sean?
Ooh. They told me the total's a little over 200,000.
Oh, yes, indeedy. God is good.
It is good.
See, that's what happens when you're doing the Lord's work.
I got to do His work.
Yeah, you're in Gospel Music Industry Magazine. Girl, you're just all over the place.
Well, thank you.
Well, God is just working through you, and please continue to let Him do His work through you.
And, Zelda, please continue to let God do His work through you. It's because of you and all you at Gospel Radio 1390, which is all that. And a bag of chips.
Oh.
Some chips and a few other jelly beans and some other stuff.
Oh, we know what your favorite station is, don't you?
Gospel Radio 1390.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
God bless you, too.
Thank you, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Fred Hammond, send the praises up from Gospel Radio 1390. It's 12 o'clock, Sean. It's the All Request Hour. The request lines are open at 591-3878. That's 591-3878. As we kick off the 12 o'clock hour with music for Danita on the South Side, and it's the Mississippi Mass. Hold on, Old Soldier from Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration. It's the all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Music from the request line, Alicia Myers, I want to thank you. That's for Vivian on the north side as we continue with more inspirational music. Gospel Radio 1390 reminds you of the old school dance party coming to the music of the 70s and the 80s at the Hyatt Regency Wacker Drive in Chicago. That's Saturday, March 27th at 8 p.m. at the Chicago Church of Christ. From Gospel Radio 1390, Douglas Miller, My Soul's Been Anchored. The all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with a double play of the day. That's for Lataya. Testimony from the Reverend Clay Evans. Gospel Radio 1390 reminds you that the Kenwood United Church of Christ Sunday afternoon Gospel Fest with the Mass Choir of Kenwood United Church of Christ and special guests, Choir Voices of Praise Gospel Choir of North Carolina State University at Wilmington. Admission is free Sunday, March 7th at 3:30 p.m. at the Kenwood United Church of Christ, 4600 South Greenwood. From Gospel Radio 1390, this is for Mariah. Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. That's for Blanche on the South Side. Good morning to Crystal McDowell, our programming music coordinator. From Gospel Radio 1390, she's expecting a baby. Congratulations. Gospel Radio 1390, here's Karen Clark Sheard, Balm in Gilead, 1390. Let's go to church, y'all. Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Miss Karen Clark Sheard, Balm in Gilead. Don't you love that song? Oh, I just love it. It's 12:43 on Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration as we continue with music from the request line. It's called I Won't Complain. Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Hold On, Old Soldier from the request line. That's for Marion. It's 12:48 on Gospel Radio 1390. Wants to remind you that Governor State University, if you are an undergraduate student with 60 or more credit hours and a 2.0 grade point average, you may qualify for a public service scholarship. Contact Governor State University at University Park, Illinois. Now, call Deborah Ball at 708-534-7299. That's 708-534-7299. I'm Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Roth as we go to Perry Williams with the news at Shadow Traffic. It's the all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with a double play of the day. That's Miss Ann Nesby with the Sounds of Blackness, Optimistic. It's the only way to be. Good afternoon, Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Roth on Gospel Radio 1390 as we begin the 1 o'clock hour with music from the request line. Still to come, Dawkins and Dawkins, Denise Williams, and Men of Standard. More inspirational music headed your way. And yes, the request lines are open at 591-3878. 591-3878. It's Alvin Willis and the Praise Alive Chorale. A churchy Thanksgiving from Gospel Radio 1390. It's the all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Gerald and his daddy, Eddie Levert Sr., Wind Beneath My Wings. It's 1:26. Gospel Radio 1390 wants to remind you to explore your heritage through reading. It's designed for students grades 1 through 8 to gain knowledge about African American men and women who've made significant contributions in shaping American history. Stop by any participating Nicor Gas, Dominick's, or McDonald locations and pick up the official Explore Your Heritage Through Reading entry form. Your child could win a gift certificate for $100, a home computer system, or get this, a family vacation for 4 to Space Center Houston. The entry deadline has been extended to March 26th of this year, so be sure to explore your heritage through reading. Brought to you by the Black McDonald's Owners Association, Dominick's, Nicor Gas, and Gospel Radio 1390. Music of love and inspiration. Here's Helen Baylor, If It Had Not Been, 1390. All right. It's the all-new Gospel Radio 1390, music of love and inspiration with the double play of the day. Mark Hubbard, I'm the United Voices for Christ. He laid his hands on me. Oh, yes, he did. And I'm loving every minute of it. 1:48, good afternoon, Zelda Robinson. Guest starring for Effie Roth as we continue with more inspirational music. But first, Gospel Radio 1390 wants to remind you the Unit Church Ushers League in Chicago Zone presents the dramatic musical production, The Mitty Collier Story, From Man to God. That's coming up Friday, March 19th and Saturday, March 20th at 7 p.m. at the Kenwood Academy Auditorium, 5015, that's 5015, South Blackstone Avenue. Tickets are $15 in advance and $18 at the door. If you need ticket information, call 708-333-2722 or 773-660-1580. Group rates are also available. Walt Whitman and the Soul Children coming up from the request line from Gospel Radio 1390. All Dusty's 1390. Listen Monday, October 5th at 6 a.m. for a special announcement from AM 1390. The Mighty Clouds of Joy. I've been in the storm too long. Karen Clark sheared. Jesus is a love song. Oh, yes, he is. You know, she'll be here October 23rd with Fred Hammond and the Radicals for Christ. And for Trinity, they'll all be here October 23rd at the Chicago Theater on State and Lake. It's 8:29 on Sunday morning. Sunday, October 4th, 1998. A special hello and happy birthday to Mrs. Deborah Peterson on South Damon. May you have many, 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 many more happy birthdays. And thank you for listening from All Dusty's 1390 Sounds of Gospel. Weather is looking rather nice today. We'll only have a high of about 62 degrees right now. At O'Hare, it's 56. Midway, 55. And at the lakefront, it's 56 degrees. Still to come, Daryl Coley, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and Shirley Caesar from the request line from All Dusty's 1390. Good morning.
WJY.
All Dusty's 1390. Listen Monday, October 5th at 6 a.m. for a special announcement from AM 1390. Daryl Coley, when Sunday comes. Well, actually, Sunday is already here. Yet it's today, Sunday, October 4th, 1998, the first Sunday in October. I'm sure you've heard that saying, there's a first Sunday in every month. Well, this is it. Good morning to Clara May Brown on the South Side. Thank you so much for calling and letting us know that you're enjoying the program. And yes, you are cordially invited to attend the annual Harvest Choral Festival on Sunday, October 18th at 3 p.m. in the sanctuary of the church. It's a good time promise for everyone at the St. Mark Lutheran Church, 655 East 88th Street in Chicago. If you'd like more information, call 773-723-2246. That's 773-723-2246. I'm Zelda Robinson. A good morning to you from All Dusty's 1390, guest starring for Effie Roth. God bless you. Mary, don't you eat. Calvin Bridges before that, by the Lord's mercy. That's for Deborah Wright on South Damon. Kathy Myers with the Holy Ghost and Walter Hawkins going up yonder. And we're going up yonder right here, right now.
Giving you
On All Dusty's 1390. It's 18 minutes after the 10 o'clock hour. Good evening, Chicago. I'm Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Roth on All Dusty's 1390. And we're having a good time here this evening. I'll be with you here up until 6 o'clock in the morning on All Dusty's 1390. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390 is only sisters and brothers can do. Holding up the light on All Dusty's 1390. Tremaine Hawkins with Fall Down. From the request line, it's 1031 on All Dusty's 1390. Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Roth. As we continue with Sounds of Inspiration from the request line, Philip Bailey. All Dusty's 1390, Chicago's favorite Dusties from the 70s and more. Start your morning with Joe Cobb, news, weather, traffic, and a chance to put more money in your pocket starting at 6 on All Dusty's 1390. And I know
You can always use some more money. We all can use some more money. Good morning to Pastor Richard Blackman and to Will Johns on South Hermitage in Chicago. On All Dusties 1390. Good morning, Chicago.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
10 in a row, All Dusties 1390. Mahalia Jackson, he's got the whole world in his hands. Beat Chase and the Shabbat Choir, Take a Trip. I know, keep my day job. Whitney Houston with Jesus Loves Me. And Philip Bailey, Children of the Ghetto. That's for Black on the South Side. Good morning, Chicago. I should say good evening. It's not morning yet, but I'll be here with you until the 6 o'clock hour. It's 10:51, 9 minutes before the 11 o'clock hour on All Dusties 1390. 10 in a row, All Dusties 1390. Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack with You've Got a Friend. Oh, yes, you do. A friend indeed. It's 10:54, 11 minutes, 6 minutes before the 11 o'clock hour. Would like to say hello and happy birthday to Christine McNutt in Park Forest while she's enjoying her soul food dinner at Wanda's in Country Club Hill. Say hello to my fellow skaters from Glenwood. And a special thanks to Ortego for making all of this possible. All Dusties 1390. Your favorite and mine, BB and CC Winans. Good morning, Chicago. 10 in a row, All Dusties 1390. Shirley Season, he will come. Oh, yes, he will. That's for Elizabeth Watkins on the South Side. Southeast Inspirational Choir with My Liberty. Marvin Sapp with Hero, and LaShawn Pace started this hour out with Hold On, Jesus is Standing By. 11:18 on All Dusties 1390. Your weather is looking real good. Can you believe this in January? Right now at O'Hare, Midway, and at the lakefront, it's 55 degrees. Tomorrow, much more of the same with sunshine, blue skies, high in the 60s on All Dusties 1390. Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Roth as we continue with the Reverend Timothy Wright with Trouble Don't Always Last. On All Dusties 1390, Chicago's favorite Dusties from the 70s and more. 10 in a row, All Dusties 1390. Marvin Yancey with Hallelujah. That's for Ralph Evans, the son of the Reverend Clay Evans, Chicago's own. Dottie Peoples before that from the request line for My Good. That's found on the On Time God CD. And the Reverend Timothy Wright with Trouble Don't Last Always. No, it does not. It's 11:37. I'm Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Roth on All Dusties 1390. This morning. All Dusties 1390. Chicago's favorite Dusties from the 70s and more. Make Joe Cobb your morning habit with music and the memories at 6 on All Dusties 1390. Good morning to Edna and Barbara McDowell on the South Side. 10 in a row, All Dusties 1390. The Anointed Pace Sisters. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And Kirk Franklin, a double set with Why We Sing and Melodies from Heaven. It's 11:52. 8 minutes before the midnight hour. Yes, it has been a good day. Thank God. Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Roth on All Dusties 1390. Here's the Soul Children. We are one. Row All Dusties 1390. Harold Melvin with Praying. They used to sing gospel music before they went secular, as most artists did. Orlando Draper and Associates before that with Jeremiah's Groove. The Sounds of Blackness with I Believe. And Vanessa Bell Armstrong started this set out with I'm Encouraged on All Dusties 1390. Back with your weather.
These are the rules. Team 90.
It's 12:17, 17 minutes after the midnight hour on All Dusties 1390. And your weather's looking real good. Overnight low of 55 at O'Hare, Midway, and at the lakefront. Sunshine and blue skies headed your way tomorrow. Good morning, Chicago. I'm Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Roth on All Dusties 1390. armies of the world, says Victor Hugo, and that's an idea. And you've got an idea, and it's been planted in your mind. So the new year is here, 1998. Time to nurture that seed. Don't be afraid. God is your witness and your strength. Martha Wash before that. Someone believes in you. I know I do. Mighty clouds of joys. I don't feel no ways tired. And the Clark sisters with you brought the sunshine. It's 12:35 on All Dusty's 1390.
All Dusty.
All Dusty's 1390. Chicago's favorite Dusties from the 70s and more. LaDonna Tittle. In the middle. 12 noon. On All Dusty's 1390, be sure to fax your lunchtime request Dusties in to Tittle in the middle at 986-6916 on All Dusty's 1390. Good morning, Chicago, and God bless. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Beverly Crawford with Jesus, Precious King. I had the opportunity to see her perform that song live. This woman has a pair of lungs out of this world. Salt of the earth before that with Order My Steps. It's 12:54, 6 minutes before 1 o'clock on Monday morning, January 5th. On All Dusty's 1390, Kim McFarland with New Life. Al Green with Everything's Gonna Be Alright. Vicki Winans with Work It Out. We're working it out together this morning, 1:15. All Dusty's 1390 as we continue with more sounds of inspiration from the Reverend James Moore. All Dusty's weather, yes, it's looking good. Can't believe it feels like summertime outside at O'Hare Midway Inn at the lakefront. It's 54 degrees. What more can you ask for to start your new year out with? Sunshine and blue skies, high in the 60s today. But you know this is pneumonia weather, don't you? So keep a coat. All Dusty's 1390. Dusty's 1390, the Reverend Clay Evans. Have you got good religion? And before that, TC and Whitney Houston with Count on Me. The Reverend James Moore, If Jesus Can Fix It. It's 1:38 in the morning, Monday, January 5th, on All Dusty's 1390. If anybody can fix it, Jesus can. All you have to do is ask. Take some time and get quiet. And listen for the answer, because you know God comes to you in a still, small voice. Sometimes we just have to be quiet to hear it. From the request line, DeLeon for Kurt Shannon and Inez Clay on All Dusty's. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. DeLeon Richards with My Life, 1:48, 12 minutes before the 2 o'clock hour. On All Dusty's 1390, Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Roth as we continue with the sounds of inspiration. All Dusty's 1390, Chicago's favorites, Dusty's from the 70s and more. It's LaDonna Tittle, your Tittle in the middle, at 10 on All Dusty's 1390. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Mahalia Jackson in the upper room. Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers with The Stranger in Town. You know that's how it is in a small town. Walter Hawkins before that with What Is This? This is your sounds of inspiration, and Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Roth, keeping you company until the 6 o'clock hour. It's 3:18 on All Dusty's. Back with your weather.
These are the rules.
10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Your overnight weather is looking good. Overnight low of 55. What more can you ask for? This is Chicago. Can you believe it? In January. And high up in the 60s tomorrow as we continue with your sounds of inspiration from Douglas Miller on All Dusty's 1390. Good morning, Chicago. Dusty's 1390. Thomas Woodfield with Hallelujah. Anyhow, it's 2:37 on All Dusty's 1390 as we continue with more sounds of inspiration. From the request line, Tremaine Hawkins on All Dusty's 1390. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Luther Vandross, Dream the Impossible Dream. And you shouldn't be dreaming right about now. 11 minutes before the 3 o'clock hour, Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Rolfe on All Dusty's 1390. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Olita Adams with Get Here. That song is so special. Christopher Bronson, What If God Was Unhappy? We'd be in some kind of trouble, wouldn't we? And the Chicago's own, the Tommies with My Mind's Made Up. And yes, my mind's made up. It's 3:13. I will be here with you until the 6 o'clock hour. Zelda Robinson guest starring for Effie Rolfe on All Dusty's 1390. Thanks for keeping me company.
These are the rules for participating on Dusty's 1390.
All Dusty's 1390 weather, an overnight low of 55. Everywhere you turn, it's just gorgeous outside. High in the 60s tomorrow. With Chicago's favorite Dusties, it's Zelda Robinson at All Dusty's 1390 as we continue with the Commodores. Jesus is love. Oh, yes, he is. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390. Helen Baylor with a live testimony and lifting up the name of Jesus from the request line. The Commodores with Jesus is love. Oh, yes, he is. It's 3:34 on All Dusty's 1390 as we continue with more sounds of inspiration. I'm Zelda Robinson, guest starring for Effie Rolfe on All Dusty's 1390, Chicago's favorite Dusties from the 70s and more. It's the real Steel, Richard Steele, with Bumper to Bumper Dusties, afternoons at 4:45 on All Dusty's 1390 as we continue with the Florida Mass Choir. Ain't God good? Let's give thanks this morning on All Dusty's 1390. God be blessing you. 10 in a row, All Dusty's 1390, New York Restoration Choir. Speak to my heart in the Florida Mass Choir with a holy. It's 3:51, 9 minutes before the 4 o'clock hour as we continue with more sounds of inspiration on All Dusty's